spirit, your energy, your vibrations, whatever you want to call it, in those words. So leadership stops when you stop. And my dream is a voyage, is an adventure, is an expedition every single day. And from the time I get up till the time I go to sleep, because I practiced bodybuilding when I first, from the beginning of this whole academic career. Then I got into, I had sports injuries and whatnot, and all the experiences that happened with me, I chose school to be my next gym, because with bodybuilding I was raising my body consciousness. And then after all that, I went back to school. I was a personal trainer when I was bodybuilding. I was working for chiropractors, and in the gym and all of that, I was massage therapist. All of the things that I did physically to raise my body consciousness. It's not a narcissistic thing like many may assume, but it's about expanding the consciousness of your body, feeling it to the max, or using it to the max. And I lifted more than 600 pounds and 300 pounds bench pressing and all that kind of stuff. It was fascinating. 600 pounds of squatting. It's crazy. Then when I decided to go back to school after all of that, aging and sports injuries and all of that kind of stuff, I basically wanted to now raise the consciousness of my brain, like my mind to the max, and academic to the max, couple of masters and couple of Ph.D.s. That's why sometimes they call me Dr. Corey Squared, like E equals MC squared. So I did that, and then after all of that academic stuff and whatever, and resignation from the job I had in Child Protective Services for more than 10 years of investigating and all of that, and because of so much corruption and blame and harassment and all that kind of crap that was happening there, all this management blaming everything on people, and frontline people and all that kind of stuff, crap. After all of that stuff, instead of getting more respect, they try to do more damage to people who are working there, abusing the employees while they have to go out and save the abused kids. So I, stopped crapping and finally decided to resign. However, I gained all my degrees, all my experience, anything that was got to do with the mind, I did. And now, I told my wife, now is the time, and that's when I actually, around my resignation time, a few years ago, I basically decided to get married with my wife. That, I found her during volunteer work that I used to do during the weekend in small business administration and all. So we met, we became friends and all of that, and she's like a gift to the world, this lady. So I decided to do what, you know, spend my life with her. As I say, your dream stops when you stop. So I, wanted to continue being with her. So I went forward, you see. You get married, you travel together, you spend time together each and every day. Your marriage stops when you stop. Just like anything else. So now, as I mentioned, after the body and mind, I told my wife, this is the time for me now to sign into my own school, my own platform, my own totally own spiritual journey. Mind, I did before. Body, I did before. Now it's time for completely what? Spiritual work. But what spirit? To go into what? Hiring my own consciousness. Leadership, remember? So that's how, after a couple of years of work on that, at this end of this thing, because I was doing the life coaching, career coaching, and business consulting, so I was covering all three: personal, professional, and political aspect of my business consulting. Lifeguard Business Consulting Offices. It's the name of my business. So I was doing those things, but just like anyone else. I'm another Joe the plumber, Joe Blow, whatever you want to call it. The thing is, when you're doing what everybody else does, you feel like you don't have a purpose. You're just like a factory animal. I mean, I'm talking about myself. Like, I felt like, life and career coaching and business consulting is something that everybody does. What makes me so special? What is so different? I mean, everybody's doing the same sort of thing, but it was about, again, not that. I always wanted to help myself and help people. That's why I have so much knowledge and experience in these areas, because I improved my own life. But that's not the only aspect of it. Again, within these three platforms that I talked about, life, career, and business, I went at the center of this triangle, which I call it it's a Bermuda Triangle, because life is life. It's just you never know what's going to happen and all that kind of stuff. All I say about leadership is that it stops when you stop. Doesn't matter how crazy it is. Life is crazy. Another thing is, it's unpredictable, really. We got cycles and all that, but that's just, in general. There is so many things happening in between. And then we have career that people, they really want to know what to do. So that's what I always explored about myself and try to help others. And business, I've been always interested about what makes the market tick and so on and so forth. So with all that, I created the Dreams Come True coaching platform in the middle of this triangle in order to be more than all these three, but something that, or a platform that encompasses all three at the same time, because it's not just helping the people just with their business or with their career or with their life. I mean, life has its, people have talents. They want, certain skills. They're interested in certain jobs or vocations and things like that. And it is a business aspect in a bigger sense, and in business comes leadership and things like that. You got to manage your business company and whatever if you want to be on your own. So each one has these different aspects to them, and I got to be able to help with all of them for my own life and others. However, Dreams Come True coaching is exactly what allows in this platform for me, or in this journey for me, or in this venture or adventure for me, is to raising my level of consciousness. And when I say mine, that means us, we, each one of us. So by doing communication with you in this show, I am inspiring, or I'm in inspiration that I am doing it for me, I'm doing it for you, I'm doing it for all of us, all the humanity, all at the same time at this present time, in this moment, here and now. And this is about shifting into transformation that allows our spirit to rise to a synergy, that the growth that is beyond the body, mind, but is the spirit, the energy, the E equals MC squared. And with that, I invite authors to co-author with me, speakers to co-speak with me, event organizer to co-event with me, tour guides and travel agents to co-travel with me. In this core of our being, walking our own individual journey towards our humanitarian humanity consciousness. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Dreams Come True Coaching. After the show, I basically, for my viewers, have one evaluatory session available that is for free. You can contact me and get your evaluatory Dreams Come True coaching session. I like your comments, questions, and feedback on this. And again, I encourage all the authors, speakers, event organizers, and travel agents to contact me in order to see about how we can continue walking our leadership, because it stops when we stop. I appreciate your participation. Have a wonderful day, and see you again soon. Goodbye.